Hello and welcome. My name is Amy, and today we have some 3 a.m. chess going on. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, this is more of an even game. All right, I get to start. Right now, my English is stronger than my modern. That's how I'm feeling. So, okay, this is again. I got a lot of options. Ooh, and there is this variation that I have not mastered. Is today, let's just do it. Let's just try it out. If they take the knight, oh, okay. I was gonna say if they take this, we do something like, well, obviously we take it back, right? I think we take it back with this pawn and create this super ugly, weird structure. And honestly, I don't have it down. I don't have it perfected. I could get my butt kicked, but I don't think we'll see it now because we go into that weirdness when this is captured, and who knows, maybe Black doesn't have the intention to capture, but still, what is the point of that move? Maybe some quick development. Let's go here, give me another chance, and I'm going to take that knight to d5. How much? Okay. Oh, so I'm liking this. Now I have to ask myself, which one do I want to take with? The C pawn or the E pawn? And I've always heard that you take towards the king, but I have a feeling this king is going to castle. I'm going to have to go back, guys. I don't know the answer to this one, but I'm going to go with the E pawn. Though maybe I should have went with the C pawn, right? Because then this move happens. Whoa. All right, I'm going to do something crazy and just take here. Because I see a check right here. Oh, no, there's no check there. But let's see. What if I go here anyways? What if the bishop backs up here and then we go B? Did I just... Bishop backs up right here. I don't know if that's worthwhile. Dadgum. I thought I had something, but I don't think I ever did. No. I miscalculated. It happens. Now, A3 is tempting, but probably very wrong. I feel like we're not in a good spot. This knight is actually in a really good spot, and it's annoying. So how do we clear it out? Let's do this move. It's probably not great, but we'll do it. What is the purpose of that move? Damn it. No. What's going on? Today's the day the correction happens. So if I go, I got an idea. What if I can just trade off this knight? It feels like a very strong knight. So it feels like that would be, if we can convince Black to let it go, I think that could be good. Okay. Whatever. Okay. It's a great night. I hate it. But I don't think we have to give up our bishop that easily. Okay, so we have the H file opened up. So, you know, maybe there might be some trouble here. Maybe I can make some trouble. Check. Maybe then we can trade off. Oh, they're thinking about moving. They're thinking about moving this knight somewhere. So that's dangerous. This is getting very dangerous. So I'm going to put this right here just to prevent this business. And then I'm going to go for that check. And then I'm going to go for the queen here, H5. Let's do it. Okay, so that relieved a little bit of pressure. But it's still kind of scary. This is pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. No, this is not good. Not good at all. No? Okay, I think I'm in a little bit of trouble. I guess I gotta take that. Ugh, mate. Ugh, and I gotta go back and look. God, that was horrible. I think I should not have gotten reckless. Wow. That's pretty bad. Pretty much an F. And then okay, so that was my blunder. How was that a blunder? Takes. I should have taken with the C pawn. That was what got me in trouble. And that also didn't help. The game wasn't quite over. It was actually kind of even there, but that was a bad move. Okay. Huh. All right. All right, game two. I can't keep fooling around. Let's see. I will have to play very good for this one. All right. No being silly. Okay. You know the drill. G7. Most likely D6. I kind of like a game when I see knight C3. I like a game where I also see knight F3, because then I know I can build on the queen side and expand a little bit. It's dangerous when white backs up to B3. And then you do have a choice. Are you gonna go into the Hippo? Let's wait a little bit. Yeah, you know, we could always do B4, but it's really not recommended. Cause then, what would be the, I don't know. It's not recommended. That's all I remember. Also, then we might get checked, and that could be a little annoying. So now I think let's just go into the Hippo. We're sticking to it. Let's try to make this solid. Trying to think. If I'd hit that, takes. Let's keep it closed. Will my opponent castle? Okay, that's kind of an aggressive move. It's an aggressive mood. We can't ignore it. We can't ignore h4 because h4 is going to turn into h5, and then we kind of do have to. I mean, we have to address it. That's very aggressive. Let's keep going. Now, maybe a pawn break would be a good thing. Yep. Actually, I think it might be a good thing right now. Bam. And then I'm going to take with the B pawn because I want to put my rook here or something dangerous right here. Create some pressure on the B file, king side. Win a tempo. Don't get too confident. Don't get too confident. We can make threats like here, but maybe that's too obvious. And look at this. We're just going to close it up even more. There was no forcing move. We guarded against it. And honestly, I think for now, I'm looking a little bit better. Okay. So, I'm thinking about going to b6, and I feel like I might see this. So is there something I can do? You know, maybe I will just create a little bit of chaos before I go to this move. How can this pawn be defended? I don't know that it's an important pawn. I don't know that just yet. I'm not going to rush to collect it. I'm going to rush right here, maybe. Well, now I'll collect it because I feel like I get a tempo, maybe. But let's go here. What happens here? I feel in control of the position. Is that a good move? If I take, will they take, oh my gosh, my brain. Oh, should I take the pawn? I feel like if I take the pawn, you might as well just take it with then the queen. If you take it with the queen, this isn't really a possibility. Yeah, you don't want to take with the knight because then that can happen. You can pin yourself. Okay. So let's do this. Sure. I'm going to go here. There is a possibility of that. I might also just start pushing that, but I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good move. But what do I know? I know that we're going to win a piece. No, we're not going to win a piece. Or are we going to win a piece? I'm not sure. I can see the queen going here or here maybe. Ooh. So let's take... Gosh. Let's just castle. I could see a rook going... Oh, well, I guess I'm just going to hang shit. Okay. That makes me mad. Mad about that. Probably gonna maybe take with the pawn, maybe. Or should I take with the queen? Or should I take... What should I take with? Should we trade things off? Don't ask me why I took with that. There's probably a lot better move than that. Oh. Things kind of evened out. Let's make another threat here. Kind of looking at that. Jeez. I'm just not seeing it, I guess. Let's bring this down. Looking up here. I'm still in control. I got this. What if I take this? Takes check. I don't think that that's I think it could be better. I think we could get more out of this. All right, let's take a very quick look at this. Ooh, 2 brilliants. Let's take a look at this. I don't know what is so brilliant about that move. Or that move. Oh, that was a total blunder, but I'm glad that the computer thinks I'm great. And I thought about opening this up, but I was like, I feel like it would take too much time to kind of get something right here. And before you know it, I feel like it would have just been so obvious. But I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, one more game. We'll get to 3. And here we go with black again. Oh, 1984. But the good thing is the damage isn't so bad if I lose. Oh, I gotta turn that off. I don't like these openings. They're just too subtle. Like, bring it out. Bring it out to like G5 or something. But you know what I'll do? I'll do this. Please clear up my bishop. They don't. They won't. Okay, fine. It's so tempting to just throw that up there, but they could push down. So I don't know if that actually helps me or no. Probably not. Probably not. I don't really have a good idea for what to do against this. This has to be... Let's do that. That could be pushed. We could dance around here. Or, I think if they push that, we could also just go for that. If I go here, I imagine knight comes here or here. We will have a check, but I don't know. It might be worthwhile. There might be a blunder that happens here. I don't want to block my bishop. I actually really don't want to do that. Maybe knight g6? Again, thinking about check, but I don't know if that is that great of a move, because then that just gives, white the opportunity to develop the B knight. So, what do we do? Let's just bring this knight out. Maybe we can castle, who knows? Oh, not giving us a chance. All right, there's the castling. Plan B. See, that was going to be a thing all along. And maybe even this will be a thing. So let's bring up e6. My opponent is really, doesn't seem too concerned with castling. Let's see what happens here. The check's finally coming out. And I don't have a good reason for it. But it is a good place to just, come back here for. We'll go back here. Yeah, let's do that. And let's just try to open things up. Well, at least our knight can get out of there. Actually, I don't think that is terrible. To mess up the king side, I don't feel like that is terrible at all. Now I don't have to worry about this as much. And I can look at this. Or check. Actually, I'm feeling pretty good about that move. Takes. Is this worth it? I think so. This is worth it to me. I'm finally feeling pretty good about this. And we never even got around to developing the bishop. Their bishop was never developed. This is a weak spot, such a weak spot. That might actually be a pretty decent move. I hate that. I hate that for them. Okay. I mean, it's great. Now we could go for a check here. And then, yeah, I think that's fine. We can go for the check. They could drop that. We take it. Or they can move. Blue's castling rights. Sounds good to me. And hopefully I'm not getting too smug. Okay, castling rights lost. King is, let's go ahead and trade this off, I guess. I'm so tempted to push this pawn. And I don't really care if I lose it, but maybe I should. Maybe I absolutely should. I'll check. Oh, it's getting dangerous now. Or is it? I don't know that it is. Let's try not to freak out. That's very tempting. If I go here, I have to watch out for this daggum bishop. It could be a bad move. Check. I move here. They move where? That's not really a thing. Let's go right here. Oh, no. I blundered. We'll survive this. God, why did I do that? Well, let's not give them our rook. Let's just go right here. What are you going to do? Trade things off? Maybe they will. Gah. Can't believe I just gave them a bishop. But you know, this game, I still have hope. I still have hope. What if we go here? I don't know if that's a good move. Don't ask me. That's what I'm thinking. And trade, okay. This could still work. What if I go here? I'm curious. Then they can go there. Let's go here. Where is the checkmates? Is it here? Jeez. You tell me, is it there? Because there's not a check there for white. There's not a lot to be done. Woohoo! Jeez. I'm going to review that one privately. But you know what? No, I'm going to share that with you. Yeah, played pretty bad. I was, white was being white in the beginning. They had the advantage and then they lost it. And then I blundered horrifically and white was mounting an advantage and then lost it. And I want to say it was like the queen to the pawn. What was the bad move? That was the bad move. Okay, Yeah. What a game. Oh, and apparently blundering that was not why I had the advantage before I even blundered that. Computer didn't really like that. I thought that was a clever move. And then, yep, this business right here is where I lost my advantage because I was being, I don't know, I thought that was good. Apparently not. But you know what? Everything ended up being good enough. Anyways, that was a good game. And that's it for today. So thank you for watching. Thanks for the comments. And if this is something that, someone said that they felt inspired to do it, go for it. I definitely think kind of like making your chess public helps. And that's because you get accountability. So that was a little bit of a weird side rant, but thank you. And I'll see you next time.